Welcome to the What's Up Cindy B radio show. I am your host, Cindy B, and this is the very first show of 2015. It has flown way too fast. I have no idea where this time went. Anywho, it's 2015, and with that, we get new awesome guests. And our guest today hails from Chicago. Let's introduce singer-songwriter Sarantos. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Cynthia. How you doing?
Doing good, thanks. Okay, so now I listened to your music and I got this pop kind of rock vibe, but tell us how you get inspired to write your own music.
That can be a very long answer, but I guess my short answer would be, to me, I make music because I cherish life, and I always tell people that music is life. The long answer can be a bit more dramatic and long. A couple of years ago, my dad passed away after fighting with lung cancer for several years, and it really took me a little bit of time to get over that, and I myself had some health issues. I had really bad allergies, I had asthma, and I was on an inhaler, and I just decided one day that I've always wanted to do this. The timing seemed right. It really has been a lifelong dream of mine, and I really wanted to do it forever. And I just felt like life was kind of passing me by, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And when I looked at what did I want my music to mean to the world, to me, I really wanted to do it not just to get my music out there, but also to try to raise awareness and charity. So I decided I was going to donate 33% of all profits from all my songs to charity. And that was kind of what I decided to do, and I've been very happy I started.
You mentioned charity. That is really awesome. I mean, artists that are doing that, I mean, that's really inspiring that you guys are doing that.
Thank you. The one thing that people kind of ask, some people use the charity angle and they're very dishonest about it, but I think when people finally, if my music continues to take off and I reveal what I do for a living, I think they're going to understand the charity angle even more. And to me, I understand the skepticism, but really, how much money, how many cars do you need? And I just think it's really not a big deal to do that. And it really means a lot to me, and that's what I've been doing.
Now, let's backtrack a little bit. I mean, you said that you got inspired after your dad's death, but what made you want to say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to be a singer-songwriter.
Honestly, I wanted to do it forever. And it's more so that I think our society, I've always felt that society puts some limitations on everyone. If you tell someone, hey, I want to be a rock star or a singer, they kind of look at you funny, like, okay, what are you going to really do?
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell them you want to be a doctor, lawyer, you want to go into business, they kind of understand that, and it's more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I've always wanted to do it. I've always had a love and a passion for music. I guess the truth is I finally went for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the way to say it. It's not something that just kind of happened. It's something that's always been there, and it's always been kind of pushed to the background. I finally allowed it to come to light.
Now, a lot of people in your industry have a lot of people who inspire them. You have, Michael Jackson, you have Elvis Presley. Who inspires you professionally?
Professionally, I have so many influences, and I really feel like a lot of 80s influences from, like you mentioned, Michael Jackson to Survivor to Def Leppard.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, even like Elvis Presley, the Beatles, I've definitely listened to a wide variety of music. The one thing I've tried to do in my music and my songs, even my singing style, is I don't want people to get bored of me, so I don't want every song to sound the same. And it is truly a mixture of some songs are more pop, some are more soft rock, but even my vocal style I've tried to sing a little differently because I don't want to get pigeonholed. I don't want people to be like, oh, there comes another pop song, another dance hit. I want them to have variety because I think as humans we tend to get bored very easily. And I certainly don't want to put the same song, the same type of music out there over and over every month. So I think my various musical inspirations are going to come to light in one way or another.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been singing?
Well, I could say forever, but I think when I finally got control of my asthma, probably about 3-4 years ago, is when I really went after it again. And obviously it took a little time to get my singing endurance back up, increase my range, my pitch control. And I've been practicing the last couple of years as much as I can. But I've been trying to do it forever. I think every teenager, grammar school, college kid, Whether you sing in the shower, you sing in the car, you're always singing. And I always tell people, if you can speak, you can sing. Kids, everyone has a great ability to sing, and I think you kind of lose it as you go into adulthood for a variety of reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true. Let's talk about your songwriting. Do you have a team that helps you, or do you do it by yourself?
The lyrics are all me, so I do absolutely everything to the lyrics. I do it a couple different ways. My preferred way is to do the music first, and then I can almost hear lyrics to the music. But what ends up happening most of the time, just because I write lyrics, I can't even begin to tell you. Sometimes I write 10 songs a day. Sometimes I literally write lyrics and songs all the time. So most of the time, I'll look at a song that I've written, and then I kind of put music to it. And what I initially do is I start on the computer with a program called Logic, which is an Apple program. Logic and Pro Tools are the two industry standards, so Logic is the one I use. And then once I've got it all kind of, the melody, everything's kind of there, I will hire out session musicians to lay live guitar tracks, live drum tracks, so that it sounds more authentic and real. And then obviously I do have someone help me mix it and master it. But that's kind of the basic way that I do most songs.
You have a new song coming out, I believe, on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's called Close Your Eyes. Tell us about that song.
So Close Your Eyes is the first song off the second studio album, and it's actually the title track also of the album. And it's a new age song, which I've never done before. People think back to Enya and those type of relaxing meditation type songs. That's kind of what I tried to do. And what I did is I literally closed my eyes and said, what would be the type of music, the type of lyrics that I would hear if I passed away and on my way to heaven? There are different inspirations to that. One was my dad, one was other people that I know that have passed away. But I wanted to create a calm but inspirational song that was something that you could listen to and it could heal your mind, body, and soul. And some people have dealt with death, either even their significant other, their friend, their family, someone close to them. And I really wanted them to listen to this song and feel at ease, because this is the kind of song that their loved one heard on the way to heaven. So it's part inspirational, part relaxing, but that's kind of what I was trying to do.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's hear a little bit of Close Your Eyes. That is very interesting. It's very new age. I will give you that.
Thank you.
So I hear a different vocal. Did you have somebody help you?
On this one, I did the male vocals, and I did have a female do some of the backup vocals, the background vocals. And I have had several different female vocalists that have helped me on different tracks, yes.
Very cool. Now, this is going to be off track, but tell us about your stage name, Sarantos.
My stage name, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to be, what name to go by, because obviously most people don't use their real name, I thought Sarantos was kind of cool because of Hellenic American descent, so I'm Greek. And that's my name, which is Sam in Greek. So I thought it kind of had a cool vibe to it. I researched on iTunes and Google, and there wasn't really anyone named Sarantos, so I thought it'd be a nice, clean name that I could hopefully market and brand, and people would associate it with me.
Very Very cool. Now, speaking about branding, how are you branding your music? Is it mainly through internet, or are you touring? What are you doing?
Mostly internet. When I look at, obviously I'm an indie artist and I don't have a huge marketing budget,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm unsigned, so I don't have a big label supporting me. What I've tried to do is I've tried to be economical with my time. Obviously, I have a day job, and I do this on the side, and I have absolutely no problem working 40, 100 hours a week on my music, but I think the internet is probably the easiest way that I can get my song out into the world. Social media is a pretty good asset for me. Continue to reveal my personality, and I don't have an ad agency, so it's me replying to every post, every comment on YouTube. It's growing slowly but steadily, and again, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you be touring anytime soon, or are you just holding off on that?
I did the Toronto Music Festival last year, and probably the biggest challenge I've had is I'm a solo music artist. I don't have a band, and every time I've tried to put a band together, I basically have to find a guitarist, a bass, drummer, keyboard, someone that I'm going to pay to rehearse, and then I'm going to pay them to do different gigs. And the hardest thing is when you have something lined up and they can't quite make it, and so it's been quite a challenge. After the New Year's, I do have a couple people that I've solidified, and it's just a matter of getting talent around me that is consistent, where I can start saying yes to a lot of the gigs I've been offered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love nothing more than to tour all over the world, but it's a little bit of a challenge at this point, unfortunately, for me.
But in Chicago, do you go to different types of places to perform your music, or no?
Most of them do not want you performing by yourself. You know, They want a band, so they want you to have a guitarist and a drummer. And so, unfortunately, I haven't gone that much because I'm not able to.
Mm-hmm. Right. Are you working on anything new right now?
I am. I'm always working on new things. So every single month I'm releasing a new song, a new music video. A lot of the fans last year were clamoring for lyric videos, so I'm also going to be releasing lyric videos, and I'm hopefully working on some gigs that I've been offered that I can go to, because you can rehearse all you want by yourself, but at the end of the day, there's nothing like being able to interact with the fans in other venues too.
Mm-hmm. And where can people go and get more information?
So my main website is melogia.com, which is www.melogia.com, and my name is Sarantos, Sarantos, and they can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I'm all over the place, or if they have no idea where I'm at, they could just Google search it, and it'll pop up number one. And I encourage them to sign up for my email list. I love giving them all the inside scoop on that. Anything they want, they can always reach out to me for anything.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sarantos, for taking a little bit of your time and chatting with us about your music.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, and thank you.
There you have it. If you want to get more information on Sarantos, visit his website at www.melogia.com. And like you mentioned, he's on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram. He's everywhere. So thank you again, Sarantos, for coming on the show, and we will bring you more awesome guests this year. So thank you so much for listening. Talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.